In this question, we are given the Cartesian coordinates 5, negative 5 over root 3, and asked to convert it to polar coordinates. The r is always the easiest thing, because r squared is x squared plus y squared always. So that will be 25 plus 25 over 3. Well, that's 75 over 3 plus 25 over 3. There's 100 over 3. So the r is the square root of that, which will be 10 over root 3. So that's the radius. That's always the easiest part. The angle part can be a little trickier, especially when we have a point which is not in the first quadrant. So if let's actually just plot our point. Our point here is 5, and then negative 5 over root 3. So that's going to be somewhere below 5. So it's some distance down. Let's call that negative 5 over root 3, and 5. So that's our point. Now remember, if I think about this with a triangle, and this is y, and this is x, then the tan of this angle will be y over x. Right? But so tan of this theta, but when I make a triangle, it doesn't know about positives or negatives. So I'm going to write this. This is not really the y that's given. Tangent of this theta is negative 5 over root 3, but without the negative. Right? It's just this distance. We're thinking about this as just a triangle that lives by itself. And this distance is 5 over root 3, and this distance is 5. Which means tangent of that angle is positive 5 over root 3, all divided by 5. Well, that's 5 over root 3 times 1 over 5, which is 1 over root 3. So theta is tan inverse of 1 over root 3, which is pi over 6. So this angle here is pi over 6, but that's not what belongs up in here, since the theta in our polar coordinates are the angle that you get if you start at the positive x-axis and move counterclockwise. So because what we've got here is pi over 6, what we really want is this stuff. That's what we need. Well, since the total distance is 2 pi, we actually need to subtract off the pi over 6. And it's 2 pi minus pi over 6, which is 12 pi over 6 minus pi over 6, which is 11 pi over 6. And that's the angle that we've got. So the final answer is 10 over root 3, 11 pi over 6.